and welcome to the PhD podcast, aka the Player Hating Degree podcast. It's your boy Teddy,
I'm your co-host Marcus.
and we're going to be doing the 2026 NBA Finals matchup. Who got here, Marcus? Who are the teams in the NBA Finals?
We got the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs.
You know what that is, right? That is a rematch of the NBA Cup that I keep trying to support on this show here.
Oh my God!
It's the rematch of the NBA Cup from Las Vegas. The two teams that were in the final
Lord.
are now in the NBA Finals. So I'm just trying to show you the importance of the NBA Cup, that it really matters. The Knicks, could be going for the first ever double in the NBA.
That is true.
But before we talk about this,
And congratulations to the New York Knicks.
But before we talk about this epic NBA Finals matchup we have on the way, we gotta talk about how we got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you want to start with on the NBA NBA playoffs? Was it OKC sweeping Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks' Suns, or Denny Avdia getting one game against San Antonio?
That's what you thought was gonna end up happening.
I'm
just very disappointed in my picks that I ended up having.
Most of our picks were bad.
Yeah, especially mine.
Yeah, most of our picks were bad.
Both of my picks in both sports did not go the way that.
We'll get to hockey. Don't worry. We'll slide hockey in there at the end, but don't worry about that.
How do you lose 4-0?
Anyways, I was gonna say, speaking of one games, because Portland did get one game against San Antonio, Kevin Durant on the Houston Rockets only played one game out of 6.
Yeah, you know why? Because he quit.
Oh,
Is that the story with Kevin Durant now these days? He's just quitting on his teams.
I think so.
And he went on Twitter after on a burner account.
Twitter fitness.
He was on a burner account. Talking about George, he can't shoot the ball. Yo. Man can't shoot the ball
And just getting at people. It's completely unacceptable.
And the Denver Nuggets also getting bounced in the first round by Minnesota without Ant-Man in the closeout game. And DiVincenzo.
Like, I honestly, see that happening.
But with that part, it's like one of those, like, guys, if Jokic is going to be on this whole trajectory of being one of the greatest centers of all time in the prime of your career, losing in the first round is unacceptable. And especially when DiVincenzo and Ant-Man are both out, and you're not rising to the occasion to carry your team to the next round. Like, you can't be doing that, man.
Yeah, you're letting Ayo, who was a backup on Chicago, get 40 points on you guys.
Like, you have to take some ownership as a superstar player and as a generational talent to end up, doing something, man.
All right, let's transition to the East then. First round matchups in the East. I thought Orlando had Detroit on the ropes there before that epic 3-1 collapse.
Well, like Marty Smarter's song of, they were up 3-1 about a week ago.
Well, speaking of teams being up 3-1, the team I had getting to the finals, the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, that was my pick too.
They were up 3-1 against a team they usually beat 7 days a week in the playoffs, the 76ers. Joel Embiid gave it his all to finally.
That was a surprise. That kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
He tried.
And then clearly he left it all on the table in that Boston series because none of them showed up against New York.
But I also said too, I think it was too early for that team. I didn't think that team was going to go anywhere. Even if they passed Philly, I didn't think they were going to go anywhere too.
No, the next like Adam at least.
Did Jason Tatum quit not playing Game 7? Did he ruin it?
I think Jason Tatum gave it his all, and his leg gave out on it. That's what happened.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So Kevin Durant quit more obviously than Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even though they both had like the same injury, but KD's injury was like 6 years ago.
And what about your series, TJ? The Knicks and Hawks. Crazy part is that was the last time the Knicks actually lost a game. Was over a month ago. April 23rd was the last time the Knicks lost a game.
And they've won 10 straight games since then, since Dave Hauser of the WWE lifted his curse on them.
No, that closeout game, weren't they up like 50 in the second quarter?
Yeah. They were up.
See, that would never happen on Trae Young's watch, right?
Yeah, you're right. They would be down by 60.
Trae Young beat them. Trae Young beat them in the playoffs in the first round.
When he took
You know what? Probably it was to be honest. That's the only time he plays good against New York.
I mean,
yeah.
And then we'll get to the home team now, the Toronto Raptors. What do you think of the Raptors' first round exit, even though they couldn't win a road game, which is why they lost?
Well, they're inexperienced.
Yeah.
That's all.
They should have won. They should have won that road game. Was it Game 5 or
Game 5, yes,
Game
you're
5?
right.
Yeah,
Game 5.
They should have won that game, but
Were they
got
better?
out to the end.
But the whole thing is, like, even with the Raptors, like, they exceeded expectation. The fact that you made it even go to a Game 7, good job on the Raptors.
No, for real. And
I blame the Cavs more. Sorry to cut you out,
No,
TJ.
no, you're
Nah, I blame the Cavs more. But say what you gotta say, man.
Like,
Yeah.
having it just go to a Game 7, we thought they were going to get crushed. So,
Yeah.
and their coach kept their job for an extra year. And
I
Kenny
was just about to
Atkinson-
say. I was just
You
about to
keep
talk
was
Darko,
about.
about to
TJ?
get
Hold on,
fired.
I want to hear TJ say on this. You keep Darko?
Yo, I said if they weren't going to make it to the playoffs, fire him.
Yeah.
They lose first round. I already know they're going to do it. Fire him. But they made it to Game 7, so keep him for a year.
But they still lost.
I know, but keep him for a year
That guy-
and see what happens.
that guy
Fire
has-
him in the middle if nothing going too good. You know
That guy
what I
has the
mean?
worst adjustment plans ever. He doesn't.
You're right. You're right.
No.
But he deserves. You know,
But
he deserves
still
some grace.
Deserves an extra year.
He
You know-
deserves some grace.
The only thing I will say is the only person on that Raptors team that was worse than the coach was Brandon Ingram. Bi Bricks. That's his new nickname till he redeems
B.I.
himself.
Bricks.
Bi Bricks. Bro, what game was it? Game 3 or game 4? The amount of bricks he put up. I think he was like 4 for 23 that game.
How many points did he drop? I swear it was like a single digit point.
No, I think he had like 20 because he had a lot of free throws. He was like SGA that game on
Oh,
game
God.
3. He was getting SGA treatment. But speaking of, before we talk about the actual finals matchup or the other rounds in the playoffs, like obviously the conference finals, Goliath battle, RJ Barrett's game 6 tying jumper to force overtime.
Was it game 6 or game?
Game 6
Yeah,
with the bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I, boop, boom.
Yeah, with the bounce. Are we? Do you?
Toronto got some lucky rims on that side.
He had a good playoff run, I'll admit. Even though I'm not a fan of his game. Do you keep him next year, or do you let him walk on the open market?
He's a hometown hero.
Asking for
Is
30.
he a free agent?
Yes, player option.
Player option?
Asking for 30 million a year. Even though he just
I'll
made
give it to him.
25.
I'll give it to him.
You give him 30 million.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. I'll
It's
give it to
the
him.
NBA money. Whatever.
I
I'll give
can't-
it to him.
I can't give you 30 million if you never made an All-Star game. That's just how I feel.
Not every player makes an All-Star game.
Yeah, but not everybody makes 30 million.
Well, you're right. But Rudy Gay, he made that much money and he didn't make it to the All-Star game.
Well, the king of making money
Nah, he was
and
making
not
like
making
18 back then. Inflation
Well,
today, 30.
18 back then was like 30 mil.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
inflation. Okay.
But you also have to remember the king of making money without making an all-star team is...
Mike Conley?
No, Mike Conley made one all-star team.
Okay.
But
He did.
Jamal Murray?
he up there too. No, it's Tobias Harris.
Hey, you know what? Laugh at Tobias Harris.
Man made over 200 million.
Laugh.
Zero all-star
Hold
game
on. Hold on.
appearances.
Laugh at Tobias Harris all you want, but he
still
actually
made 200
played.
million.
But he played a good playoffs.
Oh, he played great in
He
the
played.
playoffs.
He was averaging 20 in the playoffs.
You're right.
And that's why he made 200 million.
He was hooping in that, especially against Cleveland. He was hooping in that second round.
No, for sure.
Like after Cade Cunningham, he was their guy. Too bad Jalen Durant didn't show up for them, which is why they got bounced in the
Yeah,
second
like,
round.
when you have a
He turned
8-point drop off from like your regular season output, it's like, bro, you can't be acting like you a franchise player and stuff like that, and having a precipitous drop off like that.
He turned
That's
into DeAndre. He
unacceptable.
turned into DeAndre Ayton, man. Holy, that felt bad for him. Speaking of DeAndre Ayton, did you guys see that trade he had before Game 4? When they're about to get swept by OKC, the dominating chain. I just want to talk about the dominating chain.
Yo, don't talk to me about this guy, man. This guy's on the list for Trae Young. It's some real shit.
Yo, we did a playback clips from when the Lakers first signed him.
Oh, me?
We thought he was gonna
Me?
get a double
Oh,
down.
I said him and Marcus Smart were gonna actually do some damage. They did the wrong kind of damage. They were like, it's like
Yeah,
you
they
flex.
damaged up the team. That's what they did.
You know what that's like? That's like a trap star flexing his gun and then he gives himself a Legos. Like he shoots himself on the foot, man.
Oh.
That's what that was, man. DeAndre Ayton joining the team. Like, yeah, he was flexing the gun. He was flexing the gun, all right, and then he shot himself like Plexico. It was just bad.
Wow.
Dominated team. Yo, you
Yeah.
need to return that and get
That's
your
why
money
they got
back.
swept.
That's what you need to
They
do.
didn't have a center. Jackson Hayes was playing better than him. Jackson Hayes had like 15 in the closeout game.
Oh, bro.
He tried.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with their coach, man.
I'll give LeBron a pass this year, honestly. But
the
is it
man's like 40 years old, and he was
and there was no Luca. Is this his last year?
His last year?
no.
No.
You don't think so?
Nah.
You know,
You want that retirement tour, man?
The ego gives a
Then
farewell
he's going
tour. I
back to
agree.
Cleveland. He's going back to Cleveland.
I don't
That
know.
could happen.
The Lakers are holding his son hostage.
He's going to play with James Harden and
Ew.
Donovan Mitchell and an actual center. And
Jared Allen?
yes.
He quit the last game in the Eastern Conference Finals in Game 4 against the Knicks.
Yeah, he's better than DeAndre.
Yeah, DeAndre quit Game 1. I mean, it's better to quit Game
DeAndre
4 than
quit
Game 1.
No, he quit season Game 1.
That's what
First
I said.
game.
Yeah,
First
game
game
one.
of the season. That's
Game
when he
1.
quit.
Yeah, Game 1.
Oh man.
Is he worse than Jakob Pertl, TJ?
Man.
See, Jakob Pertl didn't show up this playoffs also. You're talking about two guys that didn't
right.
show up.
You're absolutely right. That guy needs to go. That
But
guy
who's-
absolutely needs to go.
who
That's
would
the
you-
guy who needs to get traded.
No, who would you
Wait,
keep?
if
Who would you
possible.
keep between the two of them? You can join in, Marcus, if you want. Who would you keep as their starting center?
Between the two of them? Jakob, to
if
be
you were-
honest.
If you were to
He's
choose,
grabbing boards.
Jakob's
He's-
at least cheaper.
He's grabbing boards.
no, Aiden's cheaper. Jakob's making like 20.
Really?
Aiden's making like 8.
Well, yeah, his career kind of went
Oh,
down
because
after that
of the
Portland.
With
other
extension.
deal.
You got the
Oh,
extension.
that's why. Yeah.
DeAndre would kill for an extension. Holy, you.
Well, at this point of DeAndre's career, I hope you save your money.
Return the chain.
Yeah, return the chain.
Give
get
the
your money
chain back. Give
Yo,
the chain back.
Get your money back,
Give the
yo.
chain back.
Get your money back.
I don't know how the insurance policy works, but give the chain back.
Get that money
And
back.
now we'll get to the Goliath matchup of the conference finals. OKC, the defending champs, they're still the defending champs. Say what you want against the Spurs. What do you guys think of that whole 7-game matchup?
Well, at the beginning of the season, I had my picks of ain't nobody beating OKC. OKC running through everybody. They look like the biggest juggernauts. They even looked like at one point they were gonna end up beating
7-3-9.
73-9. Like they were running through that until they played the Spurs, and the Spurs had their number. I still didn't believe it because it was the regular season. Regular season don't mean anything, but the Spurs really showed up and did what they were supposed to do, and take over.
So, in your opinion, what went wrong? Because you said they look
hold
like
on.
that 73-9 team, right? So during the season, right? So what went wrong?
Hold on, before we talk about them going wrong, which was probably in Game 7, I just want to point out there, can we talk about the epic Game 1? That went to double overtime.
Oh, that game was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Wemby showed out when he pulled up from half court. Steph
Damn.
Curry made
Looking like
that
KD.
3, and
Looking
you
like
could
Steph,
literally
actually.
just watch
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
No.
energy sucked out of that building
Yeah.
of just depression just happening in real time.
I was gonna say he pulled up TJ in Steph Curry territory,
Yeah.
but he looked like KD because he's so lanky.
Yeah.
Like his form, it was like, oh no, man, that was like deja vu of when Steph Curry did it to them.
When he launched it, do you think it was going in?
This is what I understood because I was watching the game.
I was like,
And there was
oh,
30. He pulled up.
boom.
He pulled up,
Damn.
but there was like early. It was like 32, 31 seconds, and he was going for 2-for-1, which not a
Yeah.
lot of people realized at the time.
Mm.
He was going for a 2-for-1 play, which is why he did it. I was like, oh, this guy has cojones. Like this guy. Like usually people just go for the 2.
Yeah.
Because they're down 3. He's like, nah, I'm pulling this. If
Oh,
we
you were just feeling
if we miss, we're gonna get the stop. We're not gonna intentionally foul. We're getting the stop. Bro, when
He's
he
a
hit it,
heavy
he took the soul out of the state of Oklahoma, not the arena. He took the soul of the state.
Like if
The
you
whole
watch that
state.
replay again,
The whole
just watch
state.
the fans in the crowd like, yo,
You could hear the
yeah,
and then the NBC guy, I think it was Mike.
Tarico.
Yes, was just and then you just hear Reggie and Jamal Crawford laughing.
So yeah, Marcus, what do you think went wrong during the season?
Well, I gotta talk about I just gotta talk about that game. I still can't get off that game
Oh,
one.
okay. My
I still
bad,
can't
my
get.
bad.
Oh, the 40 points.
Bro, that is Wemby. There's only 4 people in NBA history to start a game 1 and have 40 and 20 in a game 1. The other people are Wilt Chamberlain, Shaq, and Jokic, and Wemby. Wemby joined that conversation to start a game 1 and have 40 and 20.
That's some elite company right there.
Bro, that's dominating company right there. He might be the next dominating player in the NBA, and I mean real dominant, not DeAndre Ayton, like the actual thing.
Just sell that chain to him.
For
You
real.
should even sell. You should just give it to him, man. Just join a spot on the Spurs.
Yo, get that money back.
Like if you're
Yeah, they're trying to
doing
make
in any category with the name Wilt Chamberlain, means you're doing something.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then the way he looked at the crowd after he blocked J-Dub to seal the game was just disgusting.
Mm.
We just looked up like, I run this down.
Like Wemby, he here.
But I will also say Caruso did play well that game one, even though they lost in double overtime. Caruso was killing it that game.
Yeah.
Oh, he played great.
He was guarding
You
Wemby
heard
at one
that
point because
one.
no one else would, and then
Yeah.
they're like, and then
'Cause
Wemby's
they-
like,
they
just
were
throw it up
scared.
You know what's
Throw
so
it
funny? It was actually working too.
in the beginning.
Yeah, it was working.
It's like Tupac in that movie. He's scared. Then there was something that really happened in Game 7 after what Wemby did to Chet Holmgren.
Well, which part are you talking about? When he dunked on him once, or when he dunked on him twice? Which part are you talking
Well,
about?
he got dunked on a couple times, and he just took his confidence away.
Four
And that's
points.
why it's like one of those when you have 4 points,
In a game 7?
In a game
which is
7.
unacceptable, and you third All NBA.
With 2 shot attempts.
Like,
You only had
okay,
two.
you know what?
You only had 2 shot attempts.
Okay,
That's
guys.
how you end up with 4 points.
With OKC, I'm gonna go on a
Yeah,
rant about
hold
this.
Hold on.
OKC, you guys gotta do better.
Okay.
You gotta return these Burberry jackets.
If you're SGA. If
You
you're
do
SGA,
not deserve these Burberry jackets. You gotta get them back. It's unacceptable. You guys cannot be coming out to Game 7 like this.
Yeah.
And scoring 4 points.
Who gets to keep the jackets though? If you're on OKC.
Only person who can keep those jackets is Alex Caruso.
Not
That's
Casey,
it.
what about Casey Wallace's fourth quarter? He was hooping in the fourth quarter.
He played
15.
okay.
He had 15.
He deserves
in
his
the
coat.
fourth. Okay,
But
what
you
about
know,
the watch?
Lou Dort don't deserve his coat.
Okay.
They gotta give those back and the APs. I can't afford an AP, so I can't show one.
The swatch. The swatch.
Yeah, get the
But you
swatch,
gotta
yo.
get back
the
your
swatch,
Burberry
get
jackets.
You get the swatch.
Get the swatch, yo.
Unacceptable.
You're right.
Now go ahead.
All right. Now that Wemby has finally gone over the hump of beating Shet, it's not a rivalry, I'll say anymore. It's definitely not a rivalry.
That rivalry is over.
Now we can talk about the actual finals matchup, the rematch of the NBA Cup, which is what I said it to start this episode. There's a little rivalry here, low key. You know Jalen Brunson's career high? Anyone?
Isn't it like 53?
61. You know who was done against?
I guess I'm San Antonio, no?
San Antonio, Wemby's rookie year. You know who
Yeah.
won the game? San Antonio. You know what? You know what Wemby did with the ball after the game?
Threw it away.
Threw it in the crowd. Did not
Yeah,
give
I
it to
remember
Jalen.
that.
Did
Yeah,
not
yeah,
give it to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah, I do
Yeah, I
remember.
remember that.
So there's a little rivalry here that in between the Knicks and the Spurs, besides the NBA Cup thing, which I think is really important.
And the undertone of what happened the last time they went to the NBA Finals.
99.
Yes. Lots changed since then, hasn't it?
Yes. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's also the Sacramento reunion for Mike Brown and De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, one of them gonna get a chip.
Both escaping Sacramento to see a finals because you weren't gonna see it in Sacramento.
Oh, man.
And one more thing, do you guys remember Jeremy Sokan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
what
gonna
about
win
him?
a championship regardless
Oh,
of
yeah,
what happens.
Yep, I was just thank you for adding that on. Yes, because he is on. Yeah, he's on the Knicks. Started the season on the Spurs, so he is the
You're a
Varejao.
champion no
He's
matter what.
He's the Varejao of this series.
Yep.
One advantage win is.
No, Anderson Varejao when it was 2016, 10 years ago, he was guaranteed a ring because he started on the Cavs and he ended up on the Warriors.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Sokan is in the same ballpark with Varejao. He's guaranteed a parade. Regardless. It's either gonna be in Texas or it's gonna be in Manhattan. Oh my God, there was a parade of Manhattan. I'd kill to see that. Oh man, that'd be amazing. If whatever is left of the streets of Manhattan that
Is
night.
don't,
it up to the
destroy the
organization
city.
or no?
It's up to the organization if they want to include you in the parade.
Oh, okay.
But the San Antonio Spurs asked him to leave to create roster space, and he complied and was willing to go.
Oh.
And then the Knicks just picked him up off waivers. That's what happened with him.
So I don't think there's any bad blood over there. With that in of itself, so we'll see what happens, man.
Oh, and one more thing.
What?
With center court, they're bringing back the Larry O'Brien trophies in the middle.
Yes, I saw
Are you
that
guys-
yesterday. I'm like, thank God.
Finally, right?
Because we asked for that for years, but apparently players didn't like it because of the traction on the court. So maybe they'll have it embedded inside the court and not like that tapered thing that you can like peel off on your feet?
No, they gotta make it glue on the hardwood. That's the maintenance crew. That's what the maintenance crew gets the big bucks for. They gotta put that part together, and they had so much time to get some type of work done.
It's what, like 4 days?
No, I mean like the Knicks haven't played. The Knicks haven't played in how long?
Oh, for theirs, yeah.
They should have no problem. And even in San Antonio, they shouldn't have a problem.
But it's not like they're gonna really take the court apart. There's no hockey teams.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have a
And
problem. Both
Rangers
teams
were
shouldn't have a
terrible,
problem. Both
but-
teams shouldn't have a problem getting this done. Do you guys have anything to add with this matchup? We're gonna have Towns against Wemby matchup.
Spurs 5.
Spurs and 5. TJ just jumped the gun, said Spurs and 5. Okay.
Man,
Spurs
I
and
just
five.
want to see the Knicks win a championship just to see what happens.
Oh no. So I'll give you guys the ticket
Because
price.
they're going to burn down the city regardless.
So the average ticket price to watch Game 1 at San Antonio is gonna cost you $1,200 USD for in the nosebleeds.
Mm.
Does anybody want
that's
ticket
kind of reasonable.
in Texas, in San Antonio?
It's the NBA Finals. Makes sense.
Okay, and how much you think it will cost you to get a nosebleed seat in Madison Square Garden for Game 3 or
Okay.
4?
I say my guess is
USD.
3,800.
USD.
3,800.
That's a good guess. What about you, TJ?
3,800 is a good guess. Probably 6.
6 racks?
Yeah.
It's actually $4,000.
Oh, I was really close.
$4,000 USD for like the worst seat in Madison Square Garden right now.
Wow.
Like you're there with the fan.
So basically, if you live in New York and you can't afford tickets, you do what I did of just
Go to
fly
San Antonio.
Mm.
You're still going to save.
They're probably gonna get it's probably gonna be more Knick fans there. I hate to say it.
Yeah, because
In the nosebleeds.
Nah,
No,
lower level, man.
regardless.
You're gonna
No.
see Fat Joe and the Terror Squad with Spike Lee, Ben Stiller, Timothy Chalamet. Maybe Kylie comes. You're gonna see the whole
because you got to think about
Tracy
this.
Morgan. You're gonna see the whole Knicks party
Like
there.
if you're gonna end up spending the 4,000.
4 bands.
So that's like a $3,000 difference.
The flight will cost you what, another $1,000? Because it's gonna be high demand.
Okay, so like,
It's gonna be high demand, Marcus.
okay, you're right.
Yeah,
They're-
Oh,
they're-
for a return flight,
it's
yeah.
gonna be out there.
It's gonna be let's say it's $1,000.
And
Five each way. And then you gotta get a hotel or a motel or Airbnb.
Yeah, they're gonna drag that up, but it's still gonna kind of balance it out, anyways. At least you get a trip out of it.
Marcus
Even
will do
though it
anything
is
for the
to,
points. Anything for the points.
San Antonio,
Man, nobody
But,
goes to San Antonio.
Charles Barkley said, but that's a
Hey,
different
Charles
discussion.
Barkley's back in San Antonio. We can talk about, we can talk about inside the NBA being back in San Antonio. Charles Barkley's back in San Antonio.
All the big women with the churros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna talk about that. But yeah, and inside NBA will be back in New York and San Antonio.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So you guys, so TJ said his pick. Do you have a pick yet, Marcus? Because I don't.
Knicks. I just want to see them win.
You just want to see them win. How many games?
7.
7?
Okay,
So
I'm,
that they
be
can
epic.
burn down.
That'd be epic. But let's be real. Wemby there.
okay. I'm gonna say Spurs in 4.
Spurs in 4.
Spurs in 4.
Oh, sweet.
Wow,
Okay.
a sweep.
Spurs
I
in
was
4.
giving them a gentleman sweep. I was like, yo, they're gonna have at least one game in the Madison Square Garden.
No, they haven't won the Knicks haven't lost a game since April 23rd. The Spurs, as everyone knows now, Wemby when he wants revenge is
I'm coming for
determined.
that.
And losing that NBA Cup, you can laugh at me all you want. I think that's already fueling the fire.
Mm.
Losing that NBA Cup, watching the Knicks celebrate in Vegas in front of them when there was a New York incident in that celebration, which I won't talk about. It was really weird, but yeah, Wemby's coming out for revenge. He's probably gonna get Finals MVP.
Okay, so that's how you feel with that? Oh, if Spurs win, obviously Wemby gonna get MVP. And with my prediction of the Knicks winning in Game 7 is one of those, which I just hope that Brunson will most likely get MVP. Like, let's be for real.
And I just want to point this out there. For the first time ever, we're gonna have a half Filipino win an NBA championship. I never thought I'd see the day. Either Dylan Harper or Jordan Clarkson. Most likely Dylan Harper. So shout out to the half breed brothers doing it, man.
Oh
I'm
my
proud of
God.
y'all, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. At least it wasn't Jeremy Cade. It's kind of embarrassing to claim him, but he can hoop though. He can hoop. The other stuff
Hey.
he does is weird, but he can
you're,
hoop.
you're still one of 4,000 players to ever make the NBA. So congrats to those guys for that, regardless.
All right, before we wrap this episode up, Marcus, we gotta talk about the sport on ice.
Hockey.
Yes, we gotta talk about hockey. The cup.
Trash leagues.
Well,
not making
before
playoffs.
we gotta talk about the Stanley Cup Finals matchup. Who? You had a team. You said they were gonna go all the way.
Yeah.
Too bad injuries derailed them.
No, that's part of this.
They got swept, Marcus.
I know.
And
All that winning,
and
running through the league.
even Montreal won a game, even though they barely got shots on goal.
I know. I'm aware.
Yeah.
It was sad. That ass whooping that happened to them.
And did Mitch Marner score one of the best goals in the NHL playoffs so far against Anaheim?
I think so.
And before we talk about the Leafs getting a number 1 pick in a rigged draft,
That was definitely rigged.
before we get to that with them probably selecting McKenna, how bad is it for the Leafs right now knowing that Freddie Anderson could potentially win the Stanley Cup because he's the goalie of Carolina, and Mitch Marner, first season in Vegas, leads the NHL in points right now, like playoffs.
Like with that, if you would have just did that in Toronto, he'd probably still have been here.
And
they wouldn't want to kill him.
and he's probably gonna get the Conn Smythe Trophy if Vegas win the cup
Probably.
because he has 21 points. I think he's head and shoulders clear on everyone else.
Like that, if you would have just did this in some of those games, Toronto probably could have.
So he had his playoff career in Toronto, as a total for maybe 7 years, he had 6 goals. So like one goal a year. He has 7, Marcus, in this playoffs alone. Different environment maybe gets the best out of people. You can say
it does. Well,
is the Toronto market toxic? Is it official, or was always official? I'm just late to the party.
Like that. We just live here.
Oh dang!
It just be like that.
Do you have a pick for the NHL finals? It starts Tuesday.
I just want Marner to win. Screw it.
All right, Vegas.
Running back, Vegas.
Let the house win. Let the house win. Vegas gets 2 cups in 6 years of existence before the Leafs can even sniff a conference finals.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're both going Vegas, I guess. And Mitch Marner for Conn Smythe?
Yep.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know what Conn Smythe is, that's the Finals MVP
of the NHL. Yes. But do you want to, before we wrap this up, you want to talk about the Leafs getting the number 1 pick? Well deserved, well earned. Will they keep it? Will they trade it?
They gonna keep it. Like, come on, man.
They're not gonna trade it?
No.
I was hoping they trade it. Yeah, trade it. Get McDavid. I don't know.
Now McDavid's not coming here.
Man, that's the only way they could get him.
I know, but not gonna happen.
Trade the number 1 pick. Throw Nylander in there.
Well, you think they're gonna put? They already gave away their franchise player once. They ain't doing it again.
They'll do it. He'll walk. He'll walk if they don't. He's probably gonna walk.
Sometimes you gotta let his ass walk.
Nah.
I'm not having that on my resume.
That's a good resume. Bro,
on your resume as a GM,
yes,
trading away Connor McDavid.
Okay.
That can't be on my resume.
But do you want you let him walk on your resume?
No, you try to give him the bag. He didn't sign back.
At least you can always get 50 cents on the dollar. It's better than getting no dollar.
No, give him the max, whatever he asked for. And
Or
he won't take it.
He ain't signing nothing. He ain't signing nothing.
Well, that's a discussion that they have to have with each other.
Okay.
And that it is what it is. Well, anyways, that concludes the PhD podcast.
Yep.
You can see us on all platforms and social media, YouTube, Spotify, teaching.
Oh, one more thing. To catch our next episode, it's gonna be our traditional FIFA World Cup episode that comes up. So as you can tell, I didn't make a bet on this episode here because I wasn't really feeling it. But if you want to see where the future bets are, you gotta tune into our World Cup episode, and we're gonna running it back with the same cast members from 4 years ago when I predicted the winner. Will I predict the right winner again? I don't know.
We shall find out
Yeah,
on the next preview show.
Yes, on the next episode. And we're out.
Peace.